Hello and good night. Welcome to another bedtime story. This story is meant to help you sleep or to relax your mind. Try and find a comfortable place, such as your bed or a soft chair. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes now. Try and let go of the day as we begin our tale. Tonight's story is The Snow Queen. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between snowy mountains and vast forests, there lived two children named Kai and Gerda. They were not siblings, but loved each other as if they were. Kai lived with his grandmother, who often told the children stories of the Snow Queen, a powerful and mysterious figure who ruled over winter with her icy magic. Gerda lived next door, and the two children spent their days playing in the flower-filled gardens that connected their homes, dreaming of adventures and marveling at the world around them. One winter evening, as snowflakes danced outside their windows, Kai's grandmother told them the tale of the Snow Queen's magic mirror. According to legend, the mirror had been created by a wicked troll. It had the power to distort everything it reflected, making beautiful things appear ugly and kind hearts seem cruel. One day, the mirror shattered, and its shards were scattered across the world. The tiniest splinters of the mirror could pierce a person's eye or heart, turning them cold and unfeeling. The children shivered at the thought, but Gerda dismissed it as just a story, while Kai stared thoughtfully into the night. Winter turned colder, and one fateful day, as Kai and Gerda were playing in the snow, a strange thing happened. A shard of the troll's mirror, carried by the wind, lodged itself in Kai's eye. Another shard pierced his heart. At first, Kai felt only a slight sting, but soon he began to change. The world appeared harsh and ugly to him, and he grew distant from Gerda. The flowers they had once adored now seemed dull, and he mocked Gerda's warmth and kindness. Despite her confusion and hurt, Gerda tried to reach him, but Kai's heart had begun to freeze. One evening, as the snow fell heavily, a magnificent sleigh appeared in the village square, driven by a woman cloaked in dazzling white. It was the Snow Queen herself, her icy beauty both mesmerizing and terrifying. She called to Kai, who, entranced by her presence, climbed into her sleigh without hesitation. As they sped away into the night, the Snow Queen placed a cold kiss on Kai's forehead, erasing his memories of home and binding him to her will. When Gerda discovered that Kai was missing, she was devastated. The villagers searched high and low, but there was no trace of him. Refusing to believe he was lost forever, Gerda decided to find him herself. Armed with nothing but her determination and a small bundle of provisions, she set out on a journey that would take her far beyond the safety of her village. Gerda's first stop was the riverbank, where she wept and pleaded for help. To her astonishment, the river seemed to answer her prayers. A small boat appeared, and as if guided by unseen hands, it carried her downstream to a beautiful garden. There, Gerda met an old woman who tended a magical garden where it was always summer. The woman, who had a kind but lonely heart, cast a spell to make Gerda forget her quest, hoping to keep her as a companion. But as time passed, Gerda's memories of Kai began to resurface. When she saw a rose blooming in the garden, she remembered the flowers they had loved and realized she needed to continue her journey. Gerda escaped the garden and wandered into a dark and foreboding forest. There, she encountered a crow who spoke in a raspy but kind voice. The crow told Gerda of a young prince who resembled Kai and who lived in a nearby castle. Filled with hope, Gerda followed the crow to the castle, where she met the prince and princess. Though the prince was not Kai, the royal couple were moved by Gerda's courage and gave her warm clothes and a golden carriage to aid her journey. As Gerda traveled further north, the golden carriage attracted the attention of robbers. Her carriage was attacked, and she was taken captive by a band of thieves. Among them was a fierce and wild robber girl who took a liking to Gerda. The robber girl, impressed by Gerda's determination and bravery, decided to help her. She gave Gerda her pet reindeer, Bay, who knew the way to the Snow Queen's palace. With Bay as her guide, Gerda crossed frozen rivers, climbed icy mountains, and braved howling winds. Along the way, she encountered strange and magical beings. A wise old woman who gave her advice, and another woman who taught her the power of her own love and determination. These encounters strengthened Gerda's resolve and prepared her for the final leg of her journey. At last, Gerda reached the Snow Queen's palace, a towering fortress of ice and snow. The walls glittered like diamonds, and the air was so cold it seemed to bite. Inside, she found Kai sitting on a frozen throne, his face pale and expressionless. The Snow Queen had given him a task: to arrange pieces of ice into a perfect word. If he succeeded, she promised him freedom, but the task was impossible. The shards of the mirror in his eye and his heart had made him forget everything, even Gerda. Gerda approached Kai, her heart breaking at the sight of him. She called his name, but he did not respond. Desperate, she embraced him and wept, her warm tears falling onto his chest. Her love and sorrow melted the ice around his heart, and the shards of the mirror dissolved. Kai's eyes filled with tears as he recognized Gerda. "Gerda," he whispered, "you've saved me." The Snow Queen's magic was no match for the power of Gerda's love. The palace began to crumble, and the icy winds calmed. Gerda and Kai, holding hands, escaped the palace and began their journey home. Along the way, they marveled at the beauty of the world around them, which now seemed brighter and more vibrant than ever before. When they returned to their village, they found that the seasons had changed. The snow had melted, giving way to blooming flowers and warm sunlight. Kai and Gerda's bond was stronger than ever, and their story became a legend, a testament to the power of love, courage, and perseverance. And so, Kai and Gerda lived happily ever after, cherishing the warmth in their hearts and the beauty of the world they had fought so hard to see again. The end. Thank you for listening to this bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed the tale tonight. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more audiobooks and tales to come. Until next time.